What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and in the MCU, they are really turning their attention towards Disney Plus, to these movies. One reason, because it's a different form of storytelling, and two, because they really need to get everything they can behind Disney Plus, because Disney needs Disney Plus to be successful in the upcoming streaming wars. Now, they got a good start with Mandalorian, but unfortunately, so many people unsubscribed right after The Mandalorian was over. And that's going to be a problem that Disney has until they can get more original content on there that's not just, old movies and old TV series and things like that. They need new content, just like you have coming out on Amazon and on Netflix. Now, Loki is one of those things that some people are looking forward to. Tom Hiddleston's character and his portrayal of Loki, something that a lot of people do like from the MCU. And although I prefer DC to the MCU for sure, there are definitely parts of that I enjoy as well. But here we have a report that seems to maybe go in line or contradict, depending on which side of Kevin Feige's mouth he's talking about, something that came out earlier this year. Report: Disney Plus's Loki will introduce a trans superhero. Now, Kevin Feige has said a couple different things regarding this. He said something, then said, well, that isn't exactly what I meant to say. I'm going to let you listen to what Kevin Feige said. And you can make the decision for yourself what he meant and then when he backtracked. So let's listen to him.
Are there any current plans on bringing more LGBT plus characters into the MCU, specifically the T, trans characters?
Yes, absolutely, yes. Awesome. And very soon. In a movie that we're shooting right now. Yes. Yes.
And the crowd woos and cheers and applauds because that's what so many people that are here at this panel for identity politics. That's what was going on here at this New York Film Academy interview with Kevin Feige, where he did a Q&A. Now, very soon after that, he backtracked, basically the day after, and said, well, I just meant, LGBT characters in general, not specifically transgender characters, anything like that. And he, to be fair, he did say in an upcoming movie. This is not a movie. And again, this is just a report that we have from the Illuminati. They're the ones that are saying this is going to happen. So let's look into this report, see what character is going to be transgendered according to them, and see if Kevin Feige was mistaken. He can't quite keep his story straight, can he? According to the Illuminati, Sarah will appear as a major supporting character in the upcoming Marvel Cinematic Universe series, with potential to return in the films as well. She would be Marvel Studios' first trans character, though it's worth noting Marvel Television's recently canceled Jessica Jones also featured trans actor Anish Sheth in a minor role. That is a tough name to say. And here's the thing, we talk a lot about this with the MCU, how it was built on the backs of these traditional characters, these traditional stories that we had. And then once it became this mega popular series, this thing that, the world is invested in the MCU. Once it's that big, then you decide to insert your own politics, your own identity politics, your own characters that no one has any investment in, so you can bank off that. Because if you started with these characters, or if you had those characters in a series themselves, it wouldn't be successful, because unfortunately so many of these characters are just based on their skin color or their sexuality. Very much like this one that was created only a couple of years ago. So introduced in 2015's Angela, Asgard's Assassin #1, by Kieran Gillen, Margaret Bennett, and Phil Jimenez, Sarah is an angel belonging to a race of wingless angels, all assigned male at birth. It's an interesting way to phrase it, all assigned male. She served her time praying for all angels who had died without souls until she came into conflict with the monster and was saved by Thor's sister, Angela. The two worked together to save a temple of angels, only for the two to start a world-spanning romance that would take them to hell and back. And she was basically able then to free herself and become her true identity of Sarah. She identified as a female at that point and was able to transform her body. I read a little bit about the story because I don't really know anything about this character because she was only recently created. Again, in Marvel Comics right now, if you've read some of the things that are coming out of there, you know that there are a lot of these characters that are being created specifically for identity politics reasons. And then it talks about what we just talked about. Last month, during a Q&A at New York Film Academy, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige appeared to announce the MCU would soon include a trans character. However, days later, another report claimed he meant an upcoming film would feature LGBT plus representation, not specifically trans character. This Loki news lends credence to his first statement. So again, what is it, Kevin Feige? Now, he did say movie. This would be a TV show, so I do give him the back out. If this rumor's fake, then hey, I guess we have to take Kevin Feige at his second word since he had to clarify and backpedal. But it'll be interesting. Plot details in the Loki series are largely under wraps, but the series is expected to follow the incarnation of Loki from the alternate 2012 timeline who escaped with the Tesseract during the events of Avengers Endgame. Just as Endgame prominently featured time travel, so too with this miniseries, as the Asgardian god of mischief will visit key historical events throughout the MCU. Loki, starring Tom Hiddleston, set to hit Disney Plus sometime spring of 2021, so a little more than a year from now is when it is supposed to hit Disney Plus. Now, if you know anything about Loki, you know that he is a shapeshifter, and there are actually a lot of stories where he appears as a female, the female iteration of Loki. So I had actually kind of thought that might be a way that they go with this series, that they might have him switching back and forth into his male and female form, is that to be kind of a way to introduce it. This introduction of Sarah, this specifically transgendered, the only character in Marvel who is transgendered that I could find that isn't a shapeshifter like Loki, I think really tells you, where they're going. And listen, if it's a great character, that's fine. Like, I don't know a lot about her. I know she was just created. She's only been in a couple stories, and all of a sudden you're bringing her into one of the biggest things right now that Disney Plus is going to have going for them in this Loki series. A lot is riding on the MCU on these Disney Plus series, whether it be Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier, whether it be WandaVision, whether it be Loki, and all of them are tying into the movies. So for them to bring that character from the comics that was created just for identity reasons and bring the character into a Disney Plus series like this, I think it is very telling. And I definitely think that whether this is the one that Kevin Feige was talking about or not, if this report is true, it's clear that they were intending on bringing trans characters. So why wouldn't you just come out and say that? It seems puzzling to me. I don't know why Kevin Feige couldn't keep his story straight. I don't know why he had to clarify in the first place. He seemed very adamant about what they were doing, and then he saw some backlash and he backpedaled. But again, these are just rumors, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts on these rumors. This report that Loki will introduce a transgendered superhero to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.